to fulfill your vision, and maybe you don't agree about a certain activity, whether it's aligned or not, notice, am I defaulting to a reaction? Am I raising my tone? Am I getting defensive? Am I withdrawing from the situation? Just start to notice what's default. Like, what's going to already be there that you don't have to do anything about, versus responding consciously the way that you want to, the way that actually has you feel understood, loved, has your partner feel loved and understood. And a lot of people use the phrase responsibility. When I say responsibility, how many of you already feel like obligation, like that has a weight to it? Yeah, it definitely did for me too. Think about responsibility as your ability to respond. So you're really looking at that. Where am I reacting to my partner by default versus where am I consciously being responsible, responding in a conscious, loving way, the way that I like to, the way that actually has us be clear and feel understood.
And one thing I want to say about that, because we're going to go into some communication tools, we're going to go into what do you do when that frustration happens in your relationship, and all of those are only going to make a difference if you go home and you slow down. Don't react unconsciously. To create a new pattern, it takes us slowing down and going, okay, wait, this is how I would have reacted in the past, unconsciously. Now I'm going to slow down. When you say that, okay, let me pause first, implement one of these tools, and then respond. So that's just one of the undertones we want to present there. Now the second barrier we're going to get into is expectations. Now, a lot of us don't like to admit it, but when we go into a relationship, we have a lot of both conscious and unconscious expectations of each other. But did anyone on date 1, 2, or 3 say, I just want to be real with you and tell you my 10 expectations? No, we didn't, right? Did anyone do that? Because it wouldn't be attractive, it wouldn't be sexy, right? We're all in our best behavior. And one of the things that happens when we talk to couples even who go from engaged to married is a lot of these unconscious expectations just kind of flood in. And it can create some frustrations that we're going to attract. Now, it's not a bad thing. As human beings, like Aaron said, we're a prediction engine. Our brain wants to know what to expect. So it's creating all the time, okay, this is how I feel safe. So when I feel safe, this is what I can expect.
You have something to give you a little bit of freedom. There's not a rigid list of expectations. It's not like once you check them all off, now you're not going to have any more. You're always going to have them, but it's about noticing them again. It's about responding to them. We're going to take you through a step right now to disappear expectations when they show up, but to link back to how we started this workshop, new expectations are going to rise. Why? Because contrast. Again, life is going to give you contrast, which when you focus on the heads side of the coin, when you focus on the new desire you want, you may notice you have a new expectation that wasn't there before. So it's really about this process of becoming more aware of expectations, not like there's a defining list you're going to overcome, but which ones are starting to come up. And when you can communicate them early on,